Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome to Ed's Drafts. In this video I'm going to be showing you this Corsair Raptor K40 gaming keyboard. Looks like so. Now I got this keyboard just about a week ago along with this Corsair Vengeance M65 mouse, and they've proven to be good products and worth the money, so I thought why not sharing my thoughts and opinions and my experience with you guys. So let's get started. Now I'm gonna skip the marketing bits myself a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what this keyboard actually means to me and what is important. So first things first, we have 6 programmable, as they call, G keys. What you can do basically is you can go to the software and you can configure through the software or through using this button, and basically you can say, okay, this key is going to be Alt Tab, this key is going to be Control C, this key is going to be F, G and H together, this key is going to be some combination of keys following after another. And what is useful for is not only for games but also for applications. For instance, if you're using something like Adobe Creative Products or whatever, you probably know that there are quite a few combinations to remember, and what you could do is use these to set whatever way you want. And also you have memory banks there that you can choose from. So effectively you have memory bank 1, 6 keys, 2, 6 keys, 3, 6 keys. As you see, I'm on memory bank 3 at the moment. Now, so yeah, that's that, programmable keys. So I effectively have 18 programmable G keys. And nice thing about this keyboard is it remembers your settings. So it has onboard storage. It's not much, but it's enough to remember your key settings, and it will remember what you set there for yourself. So there you go, that's nice and handy to have. Now, what else we have here? As a gaming keyboard, I'm looking for one feature and one feature only, is some sort of anti-ghosting or rollover, and key rollover of some sort, or close to that anyway, and this keyboard does deliver. For instance, I had another keyboard where I would use these 2 buttons, and if I press A or D, it wouldn't work, it wouldn't register one of the keys. Now the reason behind that is cheap keyboards, or inexpensive keyboards I should say, well, all the keyboards have pretty much a mesh going horizontal rows and vertical rows. Kind of like your Excel sheet, and when you press the button it registers the way it is, but when you're pressing multiple buttons it kind of interferes, and because of the inferior electronics and circuitry used, it gives you these issues where it doesn't register keys, or it registers the keys that you didn't actually even press. So this keyboard, well, I noticed it reduces the issue. I don't know if it eliminates completely, because to be quite frank with you, I don't think there's a keyboard on the market that does that 100%. There's some sort of implementation on the keyboards, and there's some sort of implementation on this to prevent most of these issues, and it works perfectly fine for me, and I'm very happy that this has been implemented, because it's not expensive keyboard for Corsair anyway, because guys, if you've seen that logo on the products before, you know that the prices can go sky high. They sell keyboards for something like €200. And yeah, so that's that. What else? Well, you have some small little things like colored gaming keys, so AWSD, and the arrow keys, as you see, are different color from the other keys, which is nice and handy to have. You have a lock button here. What it does is basically disables your Windows button, so if you're pressing it by mistake when you're in games, well, it doesn't register. And also has a multimedia keys, as you see over here. Now these multimedia keys, as you see, are very basic. So for instance, for volume I would like to have a knob up and down and things like that, a rubberized thingy that they have, I think, on a few keyboards. Or was it Logitech? Correct me if I'm wrong. But nonetheless, it's very handy to have at least volume, because I found using that quite often in the games and doing movie playback and whatnot. So that's that. Just before I finish off with the last feature, I suppose, I'm just going to mention to you that the keys are a little bit raised, as you see. Now, this is a bit strange. Oops, sorry, that's the box. This is a bit strange at first when you start typing on it, but eventually it actually makes a lot of sense and it is very handy. And now that I've used this keyboard for a week, I wouldn't like other keyboard where the keys are a bit lower or chiclet keys or whatnot. But then again, guys, this is your own preference, so whatever floats your boat. And last but not least, you obviously have the LEDs and things like that. Now, for LEDs, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dim the lights a little bit and I'm going to show you the LEDs. And I'm back. So I'm using inexpensive LED light here to give me some light on the scene. But at the same time, I can actually show you the LED feature. So there you go. There's the keyboard backlit. Now in this case, I'm using red, and that's at maximum brightness. Well, one step down from the maximum brightness, because you have another step of brightness. I'm going to show you there. What do I mean by steps of brightness? So if I'm going to go into Corsair settings, there's for the mouse. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's for the mouse and that's for the keyboard. Now, for keyboard, I can select assign keys, so assign the G keys. I can select manage profiles, so set the profiles, and backlight. And that's what I mean by one step down. There's a true color backlight, which kind of reduces the backlight a bit, and there's a max brightness. So there's a true color, and there's a max. So as you see, one step brighter. So it's up to you. Another things that you have, there's light effects. So you can have it cycling through different colors as you see there, and kind of pulsing, which is a bit weird because I didn't select pulse. Now I don't know, guys, if you see it, but the top one is pulse, the bottom is cycle. Now I selected the pulse, and it's pulsing, and I'm gonna select cycling now. There we go. Now the colors are changing. So there you go. You have different colors. Now, I'm not going to wait here forever until I go through all the colors. I'm just going to show you something. So there's a white. I'm going to disable light effects. There's green. As you see. Blue. Dark blue. Red. Orangey red. Yellow. And pink. And obviously you can select yourself colors. So as you see, I'm selecting on the screen, and it changes the colors. So there you go. Now, so that's that. So that's the colors. Now, while I'm at it, I suppose I should mention that it's a bit hard to see, but if you to look very carefully, very closely at some keys, like the center key, the backlight kind of covers the middle, but the corner of the E and corner of the R is not backlit. Now, guys, this is not a, make and break in the purchase decision for me anyway. However, at the same time, just wanted to point it out that, the backlight is there, but it's not super strong, and it doesn't quite backlight it properly. So that's that. So yeah, guys, this is the Corsair keyboard. Now, what else? The cable is standard cable, it's not braided cable. And guys, I don't care, because braided cable, while it's nice, when it starts peeling and tearing off, it looks a nuisance. And overall, sometimes some braided cables are actually even thicker and less bendy than standard cables, so that's fine by me. On the back, as you see, nothing there, except I have some feet. They're not rubberized, some rubberized surface here, and as you see, Corsair didn't include any wrist rest or anything like that, so that's not an option. And the actual raised feet do not raise the keyboard all that much, but that's, I don't know, that's enough for me. So just before I finalize the video, I just wanted to show you one last thing. As you see, the function keys here are, well, quite close to the keys here on the top that you would normally use. And I know some people are complaining that they are too close. Now, for me, it was never an issue. I haven't noticed any issues there. I did notice, however, that I kept pressing the G keys because I'm not used to having them. I had before Microsoft Sidewinder X4 keyboard, which was one of the best keyboards I ever had. And now for about a year, I think I'm using different type of keyboards, or at least half year. And I kind of got used to having keyboard without these keys. Now that I'm back, I'm very happy that I have this option. But at the same time, I kind of got used to a standard keyboard, and now I keep pressing, because I always, if I want to go to control, I go to the very bottom left corner of the keyboard, and I just press it, and obviously it's not a control key. No. And there is an option for you guys to fix that, who's pressing these keys, is simply to assign these keys to them keys. So it doesn't matter whether you press escape or this, tab or this, control or this, it's gonna register exactly the same, and you're gonna get the same result. So that's that, guys. So overall, I'm not the biggest Corsair fan, because their products are quite expensive, and I don't see anything unusually, you know, super great or something like that, or great value. But this keyboard actually is, because it has the keys that I need. It has LED backlight, which I do need. I don't care how many colors LED backlight is, but at the same time you can choose, which is nice to have. And it goes well with the Corsair mouse that I purchased as well. So yeah, overall I'm very happy, and I can highly recommend you this keyboard and the mouse, but about that in the next video. So thanks guys for watching. If you liked the video, click the like button and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.